नमस्कार, अस्सलाम वालेकुम जनाब, कैसे हो आप सब? आई होप सो गाइस आप सभी के सभी बहुत बढ़िया होंगे और हम दोनों एक नई वीडियो लेके आ गए हैं। सो वीडियो का टाइटल है
कोई रिसाइटेशन से रिलेटेड वीडियो है। रिसाइटेशन वाज हर्ड इनसाइड द काबा। तो मिरेकल होने वाला है, मिरेकल वाली वीडियो होने वाली है कि अल्लाह का मिरेकल इसमें देखेंगे भाई कि क्या मिरेकल हुआ है। तो हम अक्सर सुनते रहते हैं कि काबे के अंदर कोई मिरेकल हो रहे हैं, कभी कोई जा रहा है, कभी कैसे जा रहा है, तो वीडियो बना रहे हैं। कोई कुरान की रिसाइटेशन कर रहा है, वहाँ कोई छोटा बच्चा, तो लोग उसको देख के वीडियो बना रहे हैं। तो बाकी इस वीडियो को देखते हैं क्या है इसमें और फिर करते हैं बाकी बातें डिस्कस। सो करें प्ले।
A video is going viral featuring a beautiful sound of recitation of the Holy Quran from the Kaaba.
Okay.
Who is reciting the Quran in such a beautiful voice?
Yeah.
Why is the video going viral? Who is living inside the Kaaba? Before we go into the details of this miracle, here is a short clip you may want to see. They did not know it was their last Ramadan. So what excuse do we have now to not learn the book of Allah? This Ramadan, learn all the stories from Quran in 30 days. Copies are limited and only available till March 20th. So order yours now. The tawaf of the Kaaba is a dream come true for a Muslim.
Yeah.
The tawaf is a deeply emotional and spiritual experience that connects them to the history of their faith and to the community of believers. It is a time of reflection and contemplation as Muslims focus their minds and hearts on Allah and seek forgiveness for their sins. According to hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam said, angels were created from light, just as jinn were created from smokeless fire, and Adam was created from what has been described to you. They are pure and free from any physical or material attributes, such as gender or bodily desires. They are the obedient servants of Allah, incapable of sinning and always following His commands. According to a hadith narrated by Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam said, the tawaf around the Kaaba is similar to the tawaf around the throne, and the angels encompass the house just as the angels encompass the throne. From this hadith, we come to know that the humans and the Muslims are not the only ones performing the spiritual tawaf of the Kaaba. The immortal creations of Allah, the angels, are also there performing the tawaf. They recite the ayat of the Quran, saying the Subhan of Allah. So when they land from the heavens around the Kaaba and recite the Holy Quran, sometimes the Hajis witness some spiritual signs of the angels. Just a few days ago, a video went viral. So what you can see in the video is the angels reciting the Holy Quran. What exactly happens is that while the pilgrims, the Hajjaj, were performing the tawaf, they heard a beautiful voice reciting the ayat of the Quran. The azan was being called in the background and nobody had any idea where the sound was coming. People began to look around to see whose was this beautiful voice and where was it coming from, since it was the time of azan and the muazzin was already calling for namaz. Finally, it was discovered that the melodious recitation was coming from the Kaaba. People shot videos and clips of this spiritual miracle and it immediately got viral. Later on, the authorities checked if there was any possible source of this sound, any speaker or microphone, or anyone inside the Holy Kaaba, but nothing to be found.
Wow.
So brothers and sisters, people were saying that those were angels. Despite being the purest creation of Allah, free from all sins, they were reciting the Quran, subhanallah. How lucky were the Hujjaj to witness this miracle in front of their eyes. Just as we perform tawaf around the Holy Kaaba on earth, the angels perform tawaf around Baytul Ma'mur day in and day out. 70,000 angels visit Baytul Ma'mur to worship and pray every single day, who never return. Hence, Baytul Ma'mur is welcomed by a new legion of 70,000 angels every day. And by the Baytul Ma'mur, the house over the heavens, parallel to the Kaaba at Makkah, is continuously visited by the angels. Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala an said, Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam said, every day 70,000 angels visit the house of Allah, and each of them never returns to it. This serves as a reminder for all of us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need our worship. In fact, it is the exact opposite. We need to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and engage in ibadat so we may save ourselves from the scorching fire of hell. We are the ones who need to kneel down and bow our heads to the Almighty so that He may guide us, protect us and forgive us, so we may have a chance at entering Jannah. And that is why angels asked Allah about His creation of man. Allah mentions in the Quran, Allah says in the Quran, and mention when your Lord said to the angels, indeed I will make upon the earth a successive authority. They said, will you place upon it one who causes corruption therein and sheds blood, while we declare your praise and sanctify you? Allah said, indeed I know that which you do not know. We keep on hearing about such miracles in the house of Allah. Maybe it is His way of telling us that He is above all the principles of earth and nature. Such events heighten our iman and strengthen our iman.
So इतनी सी वीडियो थी छोटी सी.
So guys, हाँ ये थी वीडियो. यार मतलब सही में ऐसा हुआ होगा.
सही बात है, शॉकिंग सी बात है. ऊपर से आवाज पूरी आ रही है, वहाँ पे क्लियर सुनाई दे रही है.
और उसके अंदर कोई जा भी नहीं सकता, कोई गया भी नहीं. बाद में अथॉरिटीज ने चेक भी करा, कोई साउंड कोई कुछ नहीं था. तो लोगों ने कहा कि वहाँ पे जो है फरिश्ते जो है एंजल्स जो है वो कुरान की रिसाइटेशन कर रहे थे, जो कि हमने इन्होंने कुरान में पढ़ा भी है कि जो फरिश्ते हैं वो भी काबा की तवाफ करते हैं और आते हैं वहाँ पे. हाँ, तो फिर यार मतलब ऐसा रियलिटी में हुआ होगा तो. और
भाई जिन्होंने देखा होगा वहाँ पे जो गए थे हज करने के लिए, भाई वो सोचो वो मतलब उनके पूरी एक निशानी मिल गई, खुदा होने की निशानी तो उनको मिली गई. जाहिर सी बात है अगर एंजल्स आके वहाँ पे रिसाइट कर रहे हैं, तवाफ कर रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है भाई. तो बाकी हमें नहीं पता इस वीडियो के बारे में पूरा कि क्या है, ये कैसे है या क्या चीज़ है, तो ज़रूर बताना. हमें तो इस वीडियो के थ्रू ही पता चला है कि ऐसे से ये चीज़ें हुई हैं. तो वहाँ पे अथॉरिटीज़ ने चेक करा, किसी को कुछ नहीं मिला. तो बाकी जो भी होगा आप पूरा बता देना. तो इस वीडियो को एंड करते हैं गाइस. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.
बाय.